Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Well, Josh, we're at episode 54.
Episode 54. I have no idea what channel that was, honestly.
I told you
Growing
in the
up.
50s.
Well, you know, you started this thing, and so I just
I know.
figured you.
Well, I started it in like the late 40s, so
Yeah.
it's not. I
Well,
wish we had done it from the get go.
Gosh, I would have been so clueless. So episode
like
54.
3, 7, and 9 would all you. That's all you would have had. How many channels?
yeah. It would have been
PBS, APT, and Fox.
We had ABC.
ABC.
Yeah, you could get that over the air. We
There
had
you
one
go.
of those big A antenna dishes outside, but it was like 10 foot tall.
Like a giant bird bath, tilt up on its side,
It
or just a satellite.
was a satellite dish. Like it's like a dish that like it's like when you drive by like a radio farm or something now, like where it's just a bunch of
Like Alabama Power
yeah
distribution place.
That's what it looked like in
Yeah.
our front yard. But yeah. So here we are, episode 54.
54.
We appreciate you guys for listening.
Yeah.
We want to shout out our businesses
Yep.
because we don't do that enough. MammothClothing.co. Go buy some stuff, please.
CheeseLouise.co. I like to say .co.
.co. No M.
And if you think that doesn't mess up a bunch of paperwork,
Oh, my God.
you'd be incorrect, sir.
I can't tell you how many times somebody has sent me an email or sent me money even to like a Venmo or something like that. They're like, I sent it to you 2 days ago. Nah, you didn't. You put .com, didn't you?
Yeah. We
I
sent
told
you a
you.
really important document.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, .co, no M.
I do CO on purpose because
Yeah.
if you say .co, for what? Just CO.
I always say CO, no M.
No M.
No M. That way it's like in your brain.
That's like with our daughter. I've already started like in her head saying like you're going to have to introduce yourself as Carolina like the state.
What would people think?
Caroline, Carolina. It's like it's Carolina.
Yeah. What does
like
she say
the
when you
state.
tell her that?
Yeah. Ah! She's in a real screaming phase now.
Yeah, Jason has too.
She'll go she'll go from one end of the room and run, and as she picks up speed, she also picks up volume and just
Yeah.
ah.
It's kind of like those
just-
radios that they used to have in cars where like the faster you would go, the more
Really?
volume that would go. Yeah.
I never had one of those.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have one either, but I knew people that had some. But so we had a debate last week
Yep.
about Marvel and DC. And we had our good friend.
And it wasn't even Marvel versus DC because that's just unfair.
Yeah.
We were just debating the merits of DC.
Okay.
Technically, that's what.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible not to compare the two because they're like the same thing.
Yeah.
But the technical, what we were technically talking about was just how good or bad the DC movies are, which they're bad.
No. And we had our good friend Riley, who's been on the podcast a number of times, call in and leave a voicemail. So we'll just go ahead and hear what he had to say real quick.
All right, guys. I'm going to talk about this absolutely horrendous, horrible, just misled take that Lee has on the Justice League director's cut. Honestly, it was probably the worst. I don't think you even watched the movie, Lee. I think you need to go watch the original theatrical cut first because then you'll see how terrible it was and how much better Zack Snyder's version of it is. But going off of what you were talking about, Thanos, he was never in any of the movies until Infinity War. The only time
Yes, he
they
was.
showed him was like at the end of the movies where he like grabs the gauntlet after one of the Avengers movies and is like, I'll do this myself, or like it just shows little snippets of him. Whereas in one of the visions or the alternate futures of the Justice League in the movie, it shows Darkseid use his Omega beams, and he kills Aquaman, and he kills Wonder Woman.
Oh, I think it cut off. There we go.
And he turns Superman bad. So that's pretty intense bad guy. I don't know how you could think he's not a intense bad guy. And they needed the character development because really no one knows who Steppenwolf is, and now that everyone knows that he was really just a bad guy trying to go home and impress his boss, pretty much. And then he got killed because he was an idiot. But yeah, it's just a really bad take, Lee. You should not be a movie critic. And pretty much every time you talk about movies and TV shows, it's bad. But anyways, love you guys.
Appreciate you, Riley, for calling in.
I'm surprised he figured out how to call in on the phone.
I feel pretty dumb myself. I just spilled my drink all over my shirt.
Yeah.
So
you and Riley.
yeah, me and Riley, we
Yeah.
are of the same mental acuity. I mean, I agree with some of the things that he said.
That's fine.
That like
None of that changes the fact that the movie wasn't any good.
yeah. The you when we talk about movies, there are very few movies that you're like, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Or that was good.
Yeah.
So
The road's narrow.
yeah, hey, that's fine.
It's a narrow road.
That's fine. Yeah.
I have high standards.
I just like to enjoy things.
I do too.
And
Most things I don't enjoy.
life.
No, I really enjoy my
Just kidding.
life. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so Thanos was in a couple of the movies, but he
wasn't supposed. Yeah, it's
he
fine.
was because we went back. I've been watching some of the Marvel movies with Jason. Mm-hmm. We were watching Guardians of the Galaxy. And that was like one of the big.
So Ronan
Yeah.
is Steppenwolf
Okay.
to a degree.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Yeah. Sure.
So he's a bad guy in one of the standalone movies, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. Not a full-on every good guy is fighting Ronan because it would have lasted 4 seconds.
all of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but
which was how many people? I'm just
Yeah,
That's
but
like
I look at it as
it's the same to me. It's transferable. Every good guy, other than
no, because that would be like if everybody in the Guardians of the Galaxy were Thor and Iron Man and Captain Marvel, but it's not. It's Batista and a raccoon and the Green Girl and a tree. They're
Just say
not.
all-
They are Avengers, but they're like a single Avenger as far as like the movies go, if that makes sense.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because Star-Lord didn't know how big and bad he was in that movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is like a demigod.
Yeah.
But I
He's half eternal or whatever.
yeah. I feel like those two movies are transferable. And then once a big, like if Captain Marvel would have swooped in at the end of that movie, she would have easily defeated Ronan.
Yeah.
Like no problem.
Yeah.
And then Superman at the end of the movie swoops in and easily defeats Steppenwolf, no problem. Because
Okay. But that's also because Steppenwolf was also fighting Wonder Woman and the Flash and Cyborg.
if Superman would have Superman could have killed Steppenwolf hands down by himself, no problem.
Okay.
Without any of the other Justice Leaguers.
So then, but then that also shows that the other members of the Justice League are all secondary characters to Superman. Marvel is not like that.
Well, because Marvel's had more movies to like do that with.
And
but
they-
like if
yeah.
it was like Iron Man, Batman, like pretty similar.
Yeah.
Pretty similar there. Iron Man isn't
Cap
really,
and Cyborg, because they're genetically modified humans.
Yeah.
Thor and Aquaman, because they're mythical, half creature, half person, or
Yeah.
people, mythical
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel would kill Wonder Woman in a minute.
Yeah.
But if we're just comparing them, so it doesn't. I'm not trying to compare the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Riley said it himself. The first movie, the theatrical one, was terrible.
It was terrible.
He said terrible.
Yeah, everybody agrees.
the Snyder cut
was amazing.
Was better.
Was-
That's what Riley
yeah.
said. Better.
It's
So okay, so your best movie so far is better than terrible.
so
That's
I
what he
don't
said.
think.
That's what he said.
Well,
That's what
he said it was better, but I'm sure if you asked him, he'd be like, "Oh, it's a fantastic movie." He didn't say that in the voicemail, but like,
Yeah.
I think the
All I
Snyder
can go
Cut.
off is the evidence he gave us.
A lot of people think that the Snyder Cut was great. Rotten Tomatoes as a user rating, which that's like the gold standard to me, is look at the user rating, see what actual people think, and I think it's like in the 90s.
Is it better than Toy Story 3? No. That's my standard.
Oh, so I heard an interesting thing this week about Toy Story 3. When they were marketing Toy Story 3, they knew that their target audience was like college kids, like people who had grown up watching it.
Andy.
So they had free showings at like most of the major college campuses. And then right at the, like when they're like about to like die, they cut to black.
And make you go pay to watch it?
Make you go pay to watch it.
I like it.
Hey, that'd make you want to go watch it though.
Yeah.
I'd pay to go watch it because I'd be like, they're all about to die.
That movie in general was so good. And the end scene, I could talk about Toy Story 3 for hours.
You know what else is good?
Tell me some
the
DC
fact
movie.
that Winn-Dixie is now giving out COVID shots. If that's not the most Alabama thing I've ever heard.
Well, you know, we're dead last in like vaccine rollouts.
Of course. Why not?
And
We're Alabama.
that
We're last in everything else other than obesity.
now that you just said that, solidifies the reason I'm not getting the vaccine.
If
I can get it from Winn-Dixie,
Yeah. Well, they're having a 2-for-1 on it.
is it a 2-for-1 if
Yeah.
you have a card?
Yeah. If you have a card, it's a 2-for-1.
That's the only reason I go to Winn-Dixie.
You know,
is everything in there is
Honestly,
buy one, get one free.
I would trust it more. I'll tell you when I'm getting the COVID vaccine is when Piggly Wiggly starts giving them out.
Ooh.
When the pig starts doing them, I'm game.
Because that's what I've always said about flu shots. Anything I can get
yeah.
on the quad under a tent, I don't want that injected into
Hepatitis.
my body. Yeah. We're giving out free flu shots. Come to this tent and
Yeah.
nursing students who just now got their thumb out of their butt is going to shoot some venom into
Why
your
not?
arm.
Why not?
No thanks.
Why not?
No thanks.
Why not?
No thanks.
Why not?
It's dangerous.
Okay.
And by definition, these vaccines haven't been scientifically tested enough.
Yeah.
By their own definition, they haven't had enough time to do correct tests on them. And I'm not real fired up about anything the government rushes. I'm not fired about much the government does in general, much less quickly without a lot of processing.
Yeah.
Like we cut the red tape for some other stuff.
Yeah.
Cut the red tape on
The FDA.
our taxes and stuff.
Let's have unregulated food and drug out there.
No,
Let's do it.
no,
Let's do it. Why not?
No,
If we're cutting the red tape, let's cut it all the way to
I
the
didn't say
top.
cut it all. We're picking
Let's
and
cut it
choosing.
all the way to the top.
The thing
NASA,
that you-
the FAA, we don't need the FAA.
Get rid of NASA. That's the biggest
We don't
tax
need the
hole.
FAA.
That's the biggest tax black hole.
Uh,
Look at this cool helicopter we put on Mars. That cost $1 billion of
You know,
tax people
so-
payers' money.
One cool thing about the helicopter on Mars is they had a piece of the Wright brothers plane attached to the helicopter. I just thought that was interesting. Like the first manned flight, or the first flight on our planet, we carried it over to the next planet.
I'll give you $1 if you know their names.
Wright brothers,
Yeah.
Jim Bob,
Close.
for sure.
Close.
Eddie Bravo, Alex Jones.
I'll have to get you $1. You're right.
That's
Three
right.
names of two brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was a third one, kind of like the Olsen twins. You only think of the two.
That's
but
stupid.
Elizabeth.
Well, she wasn't a twin.
No, she's not.
technically.
But she's an Olsen girl.
She was the little sister who's bad at acting.
Not anymore.
You know, she's in the Godzilla movies. I know we didn't
Yeah,
say
we'll
gonna
watch-
I've watched
I'm-
all 4 of them.
I'm gonna watch.
You have to watch
well, I
all
mean,
4.
I've watched all of them, other than the one that's.
You know, she's the
out right
wife
now.
of the soldier in the second Godzilla movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or I guess I haven't just. And she didn't really.
She's not
like,
in it a ton.
She didn't really like pop on the scene
No,
really until
no.
the Avengers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Because I've went back and watched a couple of movies recently that I didn't realize she was in.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you.
I've got a question too.
Oh gosh.
You know the Asian FBI guy in the Marvel
Yeah.
movies?
Woo. James Woo.
Can we not get another like young, middle-aged, kind of quirky Asian guy to play in some movies? He's in the Godzilla movies.
He's
He's
funny.
in DC and the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And he's like always the same character.
He's funny though.
We ain't got nobody else.
Yeah. I like him.
He's fine. No, he's funny.
Hey, I understand that you want to take jobs away from Asian people.
I want more Asian people to work. I'm tired of this guy being in every movie that gets made.
Hey, whatever you say, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was
Whatever you
funny
say.
because I just happened to watch all these around the same time, and he's in every one of them as pretty much the same character.
Yeah. Did you
Did you see that he didn't remember he was in the office?
He didn't remember?
Yeah,
I didn't.
they were interviewing him for either like a Marvel thing or a DC thing or something,
Uh-huh.
and they asked him about his character in the office, and he like didn't know what they were talking about, and he was like, "Oh yeah,"
That's kind of funny.
because he's like Asian Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was only in it for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But he had forgotten he was
That's
in the
probably
office.
one of the funniest cold openings.
They're funny.
Uh,
Pam's a hoe, though, because she kisses him.
he's
And she had an emotional affair
was
with the
gay,
boom
though, I
mic
think,
guy.
so.
So
in the show.
I don't think it went that deep into his character. I don't think he was just a friend.
Maybe,
But
yeah. I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway,
She cheats on Jim twice.
I'll tell you who else is gay. Lil Nas X.
Very.
He's a homosexual. Speaking of Lil Nas X,
Speaking of, yeah.
I had to do two transitions
Asian
there.
guy, he was gay. He wasn't gay. Anyway, speaking of gay, Lil Nas X.
Yeah. So tell us about Lil Nas X.
I don't even want to, man.
You said we were going to talk about it.
Well, it's just because it's got to be talked about,
Yeah.
I guess. Have you seen the new video with the sneaker? You know what I'm talking about?
I know about the sneaker, and I know
We're probably the only two on the planet that call them sneakers.
them tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes,
Tennis shoes.
lace ups.
Do you ever say tennis shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes.
Well, yeah, if you
Is the way that there's-
enunciate the
yeah.
fire out of it.
But yeah, so he came out with a sneaker this week that is a Satan sneaker. And it has
There's
a drop of blood.
in it. Yeah.
There's only 666 pairs going to be made. And
The verse Mark 10:18 is on
Yeah.
it, and so they're $1,018
yeah.
because that's for. And the verse is the one where Satan was cast out of heaven.
I saw Satan cast out of heaven like a bolt of lightning. Yeah. I don't think
Which
he
is so
understood.
stupid.
Yeah. Because that's like the ultimate, like, the devil has no foothold.
lost.
He has no, yeah.
And he lost quick. We were just talking about like killing Steppenwolf and the Thanos
Yeah.
and stuff. You want to talk about anticlimactic
yeah.
battle?
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Like, he's been hyping himself up for probably a couple of 1,000 years. And then he's got all his cronies with him. He's
they
like, this
fight.
is gonna be the thing. I'm gonna get him. And then he's just like, bye.
Yeah, as fast as a bolt of light.
Yeah. Which is pretty fast.
That verse had a very big impact on me when I went through Freedom for the first time at
Really?
Highlands. Yeah, because I don't know. I just grew up thinking like it was a back and forth battle,
Yeah.
and then to hear like, yeah,
That it
this
was just a bolt of light. Yeah. It's just fast. Yeah. It's like, why would you use that as your verse?
It would be like if you're in like you were going to come out with a neo-Nazi line of clothes and your slogan or your like the image you have on the shirt is Hitler shooting himself in the head,
yeah.
killing him, committing suicide.
Yeah. Or instead of like a verse, it was like the day that
Or it's like his last words,
or
but like,
something.
where's my pistol?
Yeah.
Like that's your logo. That's your slogan is
Yeah.
like, I lost.
Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense, honestly.
But have you seen the guy?
Yeah,
I'm not looking at him for a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, and then so I don't know a lot about the music video because I didn't watch it.
I watched it. It
so
is
explain what happens. I know one thing. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, so he starts out, he's in the Garden of Eden, under the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And the snake comes up, Satan comes up, and they lick each other and lay around on top of each other and hang out.
Yeah.
And then he rides a stripper pole to hell. Or he goes up to heaven, turns into an angel, a stripper pole appears, and he rides the stripper pole to hell and gives Satan a lap dance.
Fantastic.
For a while. The video is only like 3 minutes long. Most of it is him doing everything you could imagine a stripper doing with like a client in the back room. Not your open floor stripping, but like your back room lap dance. And then he turns around and breaks Satan's neck and pulls his horns off and puts them on his head. And then the video's over.
So he is Satan.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm not like offended by it or anything.
yeah, it kind of like, I don't know. It makes me a little nauseous.
Little Nas X.
A little nauseous. Nauseous. I don't know. I just, man.
He's troubled.
He is. He's got, and I saw a video that was some guy who was like, oh, he's taking back like the thing. Cause like he was saying, you know, all these years Christians have been like, oh, you're going to hell for this, or you're going to hell for that. And he's like, yeah, okay.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you. I am going to hell. And it's like, buddy, I don't like, okay, I get the fact that you're doing this because you take no stock in it. You don't think it's real.
Yeah.
Like
it's one or two things. Either this is all just part of my act.
Yeah.
Or you're nuts deep in it.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, and like if you don't believe Christianity, okay, then like the thing that people have been saying all these years, like you're gonna make fun of it, you're gonna dress it up and whatever. But like, if this has been like a thing for like, if it is true, just if. There's like no chance that I want to be on the other side
dabbling
of
it. In the bad side.
Yeah, I don't even want to dip my toe in it. Like if there's a chance that it's true, a chance.
Yeah,
because we're talking about like the gnashing of teeth. We're talking about like all the like things that are just like, and for eternity.
Yeah, it's incomprehensible.
Yeah,
by design. Like you're
being tortured for eternity.
Yeah, and no. Judgment House growing up will ever get
I don't know. I don't know.
You turn those heaters up in there and get some strobe lights and smoke going. It's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
No, this guy, I mean, any person with enough common sense to flush a toilet can see that this guy is just all sorts of trouble.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I mean...
And
hurt, broken on the inside.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and even Nike, because it was a Nike branded shoe.
They bought 666 Nike shoes off of like Overstock.com.
Yeah, and then
made them into
rebranded them or remade them. But Nike was like, hey, look, we have
that was the not the best part to me was it wasn't like Nike was like, yeah. We told him to do this.
Yeah.
That's what I thought would happen.
That's what, I thought, because you had a lot of Christians coming out and like, we're not doing Nike anymore. And then Nike's like, whoa. Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We didn't do this.
Yeah.
We have no part of this.
Yeah. We didn't know this was happening. We don't condone it. We're not affiliating ourselves with this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they can like legally do anything about, because I doubt you can just buy Nikes and then resell them.
So
I don't know how all that works. But
I saw a video that was talking about it's not going to be the suit is not because they're suing.
Right.
Nike
They're
suing.
doing like for defamation of character or something, right?
I think it's trademark
Trademark
infringement. And because I mean that would be like, excuse me buying a bunch of Teslas and then putting gasoline engines in them and being like and selling them on the like. You took what I made, you completely destroyed it.
It wasn't close enough to the brand. Because, like, all the Mammoth stuff you make, those shirts are like a company.
Yeah.
But then you don't sell it as like a Hanes Mammoth shirt.
Yeah.
So, like, to some degree, you can buy in bulk and resell.
Yeah. If it's a reseller, I mean, if you're established as a reseller.
So some companies are set up to be bought in bulk and resold without their name on it.
Yeah. Like any t-shirt company is buying shirts in bulk and is classified as a reseller. Like I don't pay taxes on the shirts that I buy.
Right. Because
I'm going to
sell. It's a product. It's tax exempt.
Yeah. Because I'm reselling that product.
Yeah.
And then the taxes get collected. So but Overstock is not wouldn't be selling them to the Mischief brand, which is the brand that it was collaborated with Lil Nas X. They're not a reseller, I don't think.
Okay. Is Nike a reseller?
No, Nike is a manufacturer.
Yeah, so they don't have their stuff like unbranded except for the Nike check to be done up and then resold.
Yes and no.
Okay.
There you can buy from reseller sites certain Nike products or like Adidas products that will have like the Nike check on it or that will have, but like those are very select things.
And there's probably stipulations to what you can do. You can't put blood in them.
Yeah. Most of and like a lot of them, like from the reseller accounts, like it says like this has to be sold with an embellishment. I can't just buy from the resale site a bunch of Nike hats and then go on the corner and be like, I got Nike hats because I get them at a discounted rate because I'm a reseller.
But you can't then sell them at what Nike sells them.
Or at retail price.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm sure that that's probably being factored into the suit as well. But
I was just glad to hear that Nike wasn't like, yeah, we told him to do that.
Yeah.
That's what
this was our idea, guys. Why are you getting mad at him?
Why would we be mad?
Yeah.
We gave him the shoes. Yeah. I was glad to hear that.
Yeah, and so along with that, what's crazy to me is like the mass media isn't like going against Lil Nas X.
No.
And they're like one of the most popular songs right now is Cardi B's WAP. Mm-hmm. What a vagine.
Continue. Ugh.
And like we're like
disgusting.
We're lifting these things up and we're saying like these are the good things. Like these are like everybody's accepted, everybody's this. But you've got like Oral Roberts University who, won in the Sweet 16 and then everybody's coming against them because they're Christian. They have Christian values. They have these things that they believe that.
And if we're going to be honest, they probably did. It's probably not any different than any other school now.
Yeah, no, they're probably not.
Because there's plenty of like Christian schools that are not.
This happens every year though. Whether it's Liberty made it into the Final Four or into the March Madness quite a bit, and so every time Liberty makes it in,
Liberty's a little different than some of these older institutions though.
Yeah, but they make the same arguments. They're homophobic. They're this. They're that.
Yeah. It's like, well, we're playing basketball first off.
Yeah. Well,
so
if there was a team full of people who were
if a team bought
homosexuals,
15 of those shoes,
of
Lil Nas X's shoes, that was their logo.
If there was a team, if there was a university that was you could only be homosexual,
like San Francisco Tech, is you can only be gay here.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with them playing in
if they
a basketball game,
win their games.
Yeah, that's their preference.
Yeah,
that's their thing that they want to do. That's fine.
Yeah,
but like you're telling me that we can't.
Yeah,
because we're Christian, we don't belong.
Yeah,
in basketball.
Right, it's stupid.
Yeah. I think it would be funny to have like an all Christian basketball league because
they wouldn't make it to the dance.
Yeah, I know,
They wouldn't make it. They wouldn't make it to March.
Horrible.
Yeah,
It'd be like
upward basketball.
It'd be like church league soccer, or church league basketball.
Yeah,
be just a bunch of 40-year-old guys out there trying to make it.
If they win enough games to get into the tournament, let them play.
Yeah, I agree.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Because
it's basketball.
Yeah, I know it. I know to some people common sense that it's kind of strange that the people that claim to be the most tolerant are the most intolerant group out there. But I don't know. That's just par for the course now. Yeah. If you're not getting half the mob upset about something, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah. But
true.
And it don't like. People have been putting blood in their merchandise for a while.
Mammoth.
Yep.
Cheese Louise.
Cheese Louise. Yep.
Yeah. The blood of the lamb.
That's not true. I don't. We don't do that. I can get shut down for that.
Just If
you put a little blood in the ink that gets on a mammoth shirt, if I feed people blood, that's a little different. We don't do
only
that.
Only if they're vegan. They'd only probably be upset if they're vegan.
Can a vegan breastfeed their child? Nope.
I don't.
It's an animal product.
I don't know.
You can't. If you want your kid to be a vegan.
I'll ask a vegan that I know.
You know one?
Yeah.
I don't.
I know one.
Who is it?
You
don't have to tell me.
Okay.
It's not embarrassing.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
They probably have it on every social media
platform.
But
we'll talk about it later. Speaking of breastfeeding, gender reveals.
Oh, babies, gender reveals.
Yeah.
So, what was it? A couple weeks ago, we talked about the ridiculous, like people getting hurt. For gender reveals.
Yeah, the freaking explosion or whatever it was. Wasn't it an explosion? They made bombs, like a homemade bomb,
pipe bombs with.
The smartest thing you can do when having a baby is to create a pipe bomb
around your friends and family.
Yeah,
and you. You want me to just read the headline?
Yeah. If there's like something interesting in the article, you can.
The article's pretty quick.
Okay, go for it.
Plane crashes and kills 2 when gender reveal goes awry.
I think gender reveal should be legally outlawed.
It should be illegal.
I think that they should. There seems to be too many problems.
Yeah. Well,
for us to continue with, we need more government regulation on gender reveals.
Yeah. Get rid of everything else and then have the police just come in on gender reveals. And shut them down.
Yeah, or social workers.
So here we go. 2 people in Cancun, Mexico, after a plane crash.
Cancun.
Yeah. So this husband and wife, or whatever. I mean, I don't want to assume they're married, but these 2
people,
individuals that were able to procreate,
conceive a baby,
had their friends and families on a yacht in Cancun, and they were going to have a plane fly across and drop powder that's either pink or blue. They hired a company, and the plane crashed into the ocean. And they both died.
What was it?
The pilots, not the guy and the girl.
Did they say why the plane crashed? Was it like because they were flying too low?
The plane suddenly plunged into the sea. 3:30 on a Tuesday. Do these people work?
Obviously not. They're on a yacht in Cancun with all their friends and family. If I had the ability to get a yacht and with all my friends and family, I'm not working.
Oh, the plane had 4 people in it,
but only 2 of them passed away.
Yeah.
Well, that's traumatizing for 2 people.
The Federal Civil Aviation Agency has launched an investigation to find out what caused the crash. Granted, I don't blame.
I hope it wasn't granted.
I don't blame the company because if somebody said, "I want you to make 100 sandwiches that have either blue or pink cheese in it, and we'll cut it and feed everybody," I'm all for it because that's money. That's making money off of other people's stupidity. Mm-hmm. But the idea that, because you can go on YouTube and find 100 videos of like gender reveals gone wrong.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Nobody cares that much.
Yeah.
Unless you're the grandparent and you have 4 grandsons and you're hoping this 5th one is a girl. Like, that's the highest level of care anybody should have.
Are y'all going to do a gender reveal?
No. We already know it's a girl.
Okay. Did y'all do one with Carolina?
We found out and told her it's a girl.
See, that's I have no desire.
And I don't even care to tell people. Like,
yeah, I have no desire to do it.
if somebody asks.
If my wife wants to, we're going to do one.
Yeah.
That's just the way those things go.
If you do, I'll get dragged over here for it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I won't. I'll just let you know now, I don't want to be there.
I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I could care less. I don't want people.
Yeah.
I don't want people to. Why do I want people to know? Why is that something that I will say this? I do want people to know this. This week was Jason's first baseball game. Mm-hmm. Dude hit it more times than he has ever hit it in any practice.
And you mean a ball.
Let's
be clear. Let's be clear.
His coach. He hit his coach more times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The catcher. He hit the catcher.
He had 3 at bats and hit two of them.
So we're 2 for 3.
He made it to first base the first time.
Single.
Yeah, and then
I'll translate to all the people that understand sports.
And then the second time he made it to first, and then made it all the way around to get to home. So he scored a run.
So he hit 2 singles and also scored.
Yeah.
Did his hits bring anybody else in?
Yeah.
How many?
No clue. I was too busy screaming and hollering to run.
So he had a couple of RBIs.
Yeah. He also caused a forced out on his first at bat. Because when he was at first base, instead of making a beeline from first base to second base, he went out to the edge of the dirt where the dirt and the grass meet because he thought, that's a line. I need to follow that line.
Not the white one in front of him.
Yeah. So he ran all the way out there and then started running. And then they were like, that's a forced out because
he ran out of the baseline.
Yeah.
He's also 6.
Yeah, he's 6. That's fine.
And just started playing baseball.
Yeah. So, honestly, I probably wouldn't remember that rule.
Well... So he went 2 for 3, 2 singles, couple of RBIs.
Hey, I was so proud.
And he scored.
He got the game ball.
There you go.
He got the game ball. So
coach gave it to him or he took it from somebody?
The coach gave it to him.
Okay.
So he has already surpassed my legacy.
Yeah. He's the sportster.
Yeah. He's
the
done more.
Athlete in the family.
He
and
has
he's
done
6.
more at this point in his life than I ever did in my entire career of playing baseball.
You played baseball?
When I was a kid.
All right.
Hey.
I'd like to see that.
I probably wouldn't.
Just to
I
laugh.
wouldn't want anybody to see that.
I just like to see 6-year-old Josh. Granted, I see Jason all the time, and I can assume y'all are identical.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of 6-year-old Josh,
yeah. Okay.
this week I saw they used to make these Doritos.
Those have been out for a while.
That were 3D.
Yeah.
But then they stopped making them.
Yeah.
For a long time.
They stopped making a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You remember purple and green ketchup?
Yeah. Is it back?
No.
Oh, well, I don't care about it if it's not back.
don't
But so
want
they
it
used to
back.
make 3D Doritos, and now they're back. And I thought we would do like a little nostalgic taste test.
Nostalgia?
Yeah. I want to see if they are what I remember them to be.
That's a little bag.
Well,
Let me hold it before you open it up. Got
some weight to it.
Chili cheese. So I'm nervous.
I remember them being away when I was a kid, and so I just want to do a little taste test.
See, these are not regular.
I remember them being
They were
see-through.
fatter.
I remember them being see-through too.
These are almost like the ones you can put on your finger, like witches.
Oh, Pringles,
No,
Lay's.
you know what I'm talking about. Bugles.
Yeah, that's more like a bugle. Because I remember
This is like an enclosed bugle.
I remember them having like a lot of like little tiny holes you could see through.
They were fatter. They were almost round.
Unless you got them in the little plastic cup thing.
Uh-huh.
Those
They
were
little.
smaller. Yeah.
Let's do this. So that's
a
not
bugle.
That's a chili cheese Frito.
That's a bugle though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it even has the same aftertaste of a bugle.
Yeah. That's a bugle. Case closed.
Good try, Doritos. These
Don't
are
buy 'em.
hot. These are hot, by the way.
if you've ever had, go buy a bag of these and see how hot they are, and then make fun of Lee on the next podcast.
Compared to a Dorito, because Doritos
There's
are
like-
nacho cheese.
there's
These are chili cheese.
There's like a no heat on these.
There's a lot of cayenne in
There's
here.
no heat on that.
Oh, they're hot.
But yeah, I just wanted to do that because I thought it'd be a fun little
I already have heartburn. I've got heartburn.
nostalgic. But they're nothing like the original.
No, a trip down memory lane. Do you like Doritos?
That ends
Current day Doritos.
that ends in the wrong side. A trip down memory lane that ends on the wrong side of town.
Ends on the south side.
Yeah. Do I like Doritos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the nacho cheese or the Cool Ranch?
See, because they had some Cool Ranch ones of these.
I'd be all over that.
And I love Cool Ranch, but I remember eating the nacho cheese in the 3D, and that's why I bought these.
Yeah. These are not the same though.
No, not even close.
Yeah. Good try. It's fine.
No, not good try. You literally made them 20 years ago. Did you lose the recipe? It's
Factories
not
are-
good try.
Factories are different.
It's not good try. It's not good try at all.
They're not false branding it though, because these are not the old school 3Ds.
Well, I mean, it's Doritos 3D.
Yeah, it's new.
I am kind of disappointed, honestly.
Yeah, they're fine.
I'm pretty disappointed. I'll tell you what else will disappoint you.
What else you
Pickup lines. So I read this article this week that is
Let's not act like this isn't a bugle.
yeah, that's a bugle.
This one is a bugle.
Artificial intelligence created some amazing new pickup lines. Oh, these will work. You don't have what it takes to fascinate a stranger of your target sex. An AI researcher tried to help. So,
Oh, I thought that was one of the pickup lines.
oh no,
Man,
no,
not very good.
no. These are pickup lines that an artificial intelligence created. So this is one of them. You have a lovely face. Can I put it on an air freshener? I want to keep your smell close to me always. I'm saying solid 9 out of 10 on that one.
Not great.
I get where you're going.
I've heard worse.
I get where you're going.
But that's like saying your face smells good,
Yeah,
which is a weird thing to say.
exactly.
Especially for a pickup line.
A stranger, I'm not going to go, you smell nice.
I like the smell of that face you got there.
I want it.
Can I peel it off
Can
and
I
put it on
peel
an
it
air
off and
freshener?
put it on an air freshener? So if that one doesn't get you, maybe I have exactly 4 stickers. I need you to be the 5th.
Stickers.
Yeah. So if you don't like that one,
I don't.
what about, hey, my name is John Smith. Will you sit on my bread box while I cook? Or is there some kind of speed limit on that thing?
How much intelligence we got in this artificial?
I guess not a lot.
Not a lot.
I wonder if artificial intelligence at this point has already become self-aware and it's spitting out things for us to think that it's dumb.
It's
like,
slow balling us.
yeah, it's like, hey, I'm going to come up with these really dumb things. And then that way they don't suspect me when I take over the world.
Get the heat off of that AI.
Here's one that clearly reflects the perils of COVID-19. I love you, I love you, I love you. To the confines of death and disease, the legions of earth rejoices. Woe be to the world.
Sounds like a line from Lil Nas X's song.
It might be. Let's see. I think that was a majority of.
So basically, what that's saying
Here's
is
one.
All right.
I will briefly summarize the plot of Back to the Future 2 for you.
All right.
I think this. You look like Jesus. if he were a butler in a Russian mansion. I'm not sure I want to tell the woman that I like that, but
Yeah.
maybe that one was for a girl.
Yeah.
You know, it's trying to help us out.
So basically, that.
The best one's the air freshener.
So basically, they're saying AI pickup lines are on the same level as a homeschool kid's pickup lines. It kind of seemed like something a homeschool kid would tell to a girl at some summer camp for homeschool kids.
Yes. It's not far off. I could see a
Don't do it.
I literally just blanked on what homeschool kid.
I just said
I
that five.
know. I'm just so
These
thrown off
3Ds
by
are
those,
getting to you.
I could see a homeschool kid being like, I like the way your face smells.
You're writing this stuff down.
I want to put it on an air freshener because you're the love of my life.
I love you like a Jesus butler in Russia.
Yeah. For sure, a homeschool kid would do that.
Yeah.
For sure. So we got this new little thing that we're gonna do. It's called Google Feud. It's kind of like Family Feud, but it is Google autocompletes
In the search engine.
in the search engine. So these will be the top 10 searches based on this prompt. So the prompt is,
And then we'll go back and forth.
yeah, we'll try and figure out. We got 3 chances, or we can have 3 strikes, just like Family Feud, before it tells us.
Are you going to kiss everybody like that old host used to do? On the lips?
I'll kiss you on the lips. Is
No,
that what
thank
you're
you.
asking? Is this your way?
I asked if
took
you were gonna do that.
It took you 54 episodes to ask if I would kiss you. Yes, of course. So
Anyway.
the prompt is,
Yeah.
how do you make someone? And then that's all we got.
All right. I like
So,
it.
how do you make someone? What's our first guess?
Love you.
Love you. Nope.
No.
I'm gonna go a cake.
How do you make someone
a cake?
a cake?
Nope.
No. How do you make someone happy?
Ooh, happy. That's a.
You're kidding
Dang
me.
it.
That's ridiculous.
How do you make someone a co-host
Hold
on
on.
Zoom?
Just so y'all know, we went 0 for 3 just
Yeah.
then.
Oh, we put happy.
Did you spell it wrong?
Probably. It says, how do you make someone a co-host on Zoom is the top one.
Oh, well that.
How do you make someone fall in love with you?
I said.
I know, but we didn't. I guess we didn't do the right. An admin on Facebook, admin on Discord. How do you make someone shut up? How do you make someone a mod
How
on
do you
Twitch?
make someone shut up?
How do you make someone happy? We said that one. How do you make someone unfollow you on Instagram? How do you make someone like you? Hey, we tried. All right, let's go another. How about that?
Yeah, we went. That was stupid.
What happens if you eat? We got. I mean,
Raw meat.
it's got to be one.
You're kidding me.
Poop.
Yep.
Ah, we got 60 points on the board.
Dang, was it
That
number,
was-
number 5?
That was number 5.
Poop.
Poop. How do you make someone poop? What happens if you eat poop? All right, what you got?
What happens if you eat poison? I'm so mad at this stupid game. A whole bag of Dorito 3Ds. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna do drywall.
Drywall.
I don't know. No. Moldy bread, too much protein, too many gummy vitamins, raw chicken, too much salt, too much sugar, undercooked meat, or moldy cheese. You got to be.
I had 2 of them.
Yeah, you got to be like on top of it though. I guess. Like you gotta.
There's not a lot of grace in these answers.
Yeah. Where can you sell a
used car? I'm just gonna go basic.
used car? No.
Oh my gosh.
Kidney. We're all trying to sell a kidney. Nope. This is harder than I thought.
Where can you sell homemade jewelry?
A reaper's chest, a wedding dress, catalytic converter.
That's a thief.
Yeah. Car is just car.
Oh my gosh.
Legendary bear pelt. Dog, diamond ring,
Said-
PS4 laptop.
Said jewelry.
Yeah. You said homemade, though. Homemade jewelry. We want to go one more?
Do a different category.
Well, I just did random on that one. Is duct tape safe for
Boats. Oh my gosh.
a car? Jeez, man. We are horrible at this.
Skin.
That's probably on there.
Oh my god.
Is duct tape safe for skin? It's the second one. This thing ain't working right, apparently. We got the janky version of this. Let's try a different website. How about that?
All right.
One more. This is the last one. All right. I thought we were going to be a lot better at this game, honestly.
We are. We've got about half of them. It just doesn't register.
What is smaller than a
What is smaller? Ounce.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
atom?
Yep. I was thinking atom. A cell.
Oh, cell is on the
I
board.
got one.
We got 5,000 points. I guess this is a different point system. Okay, smaller than a cell. Smaller than a mouse? Gosh. Quark, centimeter, millimeter, water molecule, nanometer, cell, nanosecond, virus, city, gram. We are not good at this.
This is dumb.
This is dumb. I thought we were going. I thought, man, we'll get at least 4.
We got a total of 2.
It's ridiculous. I don't believe it. It's not. It's not real.
Dumb internet. It's these 3Ds. I got my brain
Yeah.
all
You had some. So since that didn't work, you had some would you rather's.
Yeah. All right.
Let's hit it.
This is I had 3. This one was my least favorite one to ask.
Okay.
You can only watch movies or only watch TV shows for the rest of your life.
Okay. I have a question.
All right.
How often are the movies coming out?
You can watch any.
Yeah, but like at what? Like, because I know I've at least got an episode of every TV show a week. But like with a movie, how many new movies are coming out?
When they come out, just normal.
Oh gosh, TV shows then. I'd
Really?
have to go TV shows.
But you could watch every movie ever made.
Yeah, but you could watch every TV show ever made.
True, but this was a question.
Yeah, I would be I don't like watching the same thing twice. Like now that I've seen Justice League, I won't see it again for another 10 years probably.
Okay.
And so I would need new stuff all the time.
But see, I'll watch stuff over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So you'd go movies?
Not necessarily.
Huh. Which one are you?
It's a good question. So you said TV shows.
I said
hands
TV
down.
shows. Yeah, hands down. Because I want something new all the time. Like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to see a new episode of that now. And there would be...
I tried. I couldn't
You
get
get through season or episode 2?
No, I couldn't get through it. When the cops pulled him over on the street,
I
shut it off. I shut it off.
That was a little over the top.
That's when yeah.
But
After the bank scene from the first episode about how bad white people are, and then the cops,
I don't remember the bank. Oh, yeah.
he denied them the loan.
Yeah.
I'm done with them. Movies.
Okay.
Because there's just so many.
Yeah. Did you get to think about how many TV shows there are, though?
But watchable TV shows.
Watchable movies. That's difficult, too.
There's more watchable movies, I would think.
Maybe.
Because, like, yeah, there's 7 seasons on this show, but if I don't like the show,
Yeah.
it might as well not be there.
Okay. What's the next one?
So these are the 2 that I really like. Would you rather never have artificial air conditioning or artificial heat for the rest of your life?
Heat.
You would rather have artificial heat.
I would rather go without
Me
artificial
too.
heat.
I'll take AC over heater.
Absolutely. Because, like, cold's fine. I can wrap up in enough blankets. I've spent enough nights camping in the cold to know that it's not that bad after a while.
And you can have a fire.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I will say this. Okay, so whenever I was real poor, I lived in a trailer with like 4 or 5 other guys. At one point there were 8 guys, but average of 4 to 5 guys. And one winter our heater went out. And it was miserable.
Yeah.
But like we didn't have a fireplace. It's a trailer, not very well insulated, not known for being the best build
You
quality.
just walk around with layers on.
Huh?
You just walk around with layers.
Yeah. I went to bed with multiple layers on.
Yeah.
Multiple blankets. I got sick as a dog.
Yeah.
But I would rather be sick all winter long than hot in the summer. You can't get away from hot.
I can get warm.
Yeah.
Once I'm naked,
That's all there is.
that's as cool as I can get.
Yep. Unless you're like having ice bath 24/7. But like, how many times am I going to want to get?
And how functional is that?
Yeah, it's not.
You can't have an ice bath in here.
Yeah. There would have to be a room of my house dedicated to ice baths. But
A walk-in freezer.
But then
That's artificial.
that's artificial cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ice or fire, basically, is all you have. And breeze, like
Yeah.
a breeze.
I would, and then you would have to clean that tub out all the time because I'd be in there sweating
Yeah.
every day of the week. Yeah, that's a no-brainer to me.
Okay. I feel like most people would say, "Oh, I can't be cold."
I think it's based on where you live. If I was in Alaska, give me the heat. Because there's no way 20 below zero feels like 15 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's not a like one
So
for
just
one.
where we sit, as we sit.
Right
so 8
here.
months out of the year, I need air conditioning.
Absolutely. But if I was in Alaska or like New York even, I'd be like, give me the heat. Because where we are, the level of cold never reaches a point, rarely reaches a point where it's unbearable.
Yeah.
But
What if you lived in a place that 365 days a year, it's 90 when the sun's up and
That's hot.
30 when the sun's down?
that's hot.
Yeah, that's
90's
cold
hot.
too. 100 and 0.
100 and 0. A of all, I'm not living there.
So you live on Mars.
Yeah. I'm not living in your fantasy world.
No, but that's the whole planet. That's just what
Yeah.
it is. Everybody's doing that.
I got you.
Would you go no AC or no heat?
No heat.
Yeah, I can get. There's enough cloth
Yeah.
around me.
Yeah. I can get hot if I
Yeah.
need to. but cold, can't do it.
That's good. That's probably one of the first ones we've agreed on.
Probably so.
And this is the final one.
Okay. These are just hosing 3D Doritos that you said were too hot.
Oh, they're hot, but they're good. I only ate so many because you said they weren't any good.
I hope that crunching don't end up on the podcast.
I've been watching. It's
Okay.
not showing up. It's not registering when I
Okay.
chew. Before I just started eating them, I did watch it to make sure.
Okay.
Would you rather have no salt or no sugar?
That's tough. No salt.
Really?
Yeah, I like my sweet tea. Mountain Dew ain't the same without sugar, bud. I don't care who's telling you that if you watch every commercial for zero sugar or diet whatever, they always say it tastes just like the original. Bro, me and you both had that Mountain Dew without sugar.
I accidentally got it.
I couldn't drink that.
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't drink that year round.
Yeah.
So it's got to be sugar for me.
Think of how bland your mashed potatoes are going to be.
You said salt. You didn't say spices.
True.
Paprika, garlic powder. That's the
Yeah.
only two I can. Tony's.
It has salt in it.
We'll take the salt out. I'll get the no salt.
And I don't mean stuff like stuff just has sugar in it. Like bread has sugar in it.
Yeah.
I don't
But,
mean like it's just
Well,
that
I mean,
gets taken. It's not like you can't eat bread. It's
Well,
just
can I drink Mountain Dews?
if you pick sugar.
Yeah, but you're saying like bread has sugar in it.
But I don't mean like okay, everything that has salt in it you can't eat that thing anymore.
The salt
It's
gets
just
taken out.
Yes.
Yeah, same. I'm going sugar.
You with the spices shook me a little bit.
Well, I mean,
No, in
there's-
a good
there's-
way,
yeah,
'cause I'm
there's
trying to
plenty
decide.
There's plenty of other spices.
I can
out
eat
there.
garlic powder on
What?
everything and not even check up about salt.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I could also put
You got pepper. You got salt.
I could put Splenda and stuff and not.
Oh no, that's not the same, bud. That is not the same.
I know it's not the same, but after a year, I wouldn't remember what sugar tasted like.
Bro. Okay.
But then I
Hold
guess
on,
you'd never
hold
eat
on.
more fruit
Hold on.
because you can't take the sugar out of fruit.
21 days of prayer and fasting. Have you ever given up sodas?
Yeah.
At the end of 21 days, do you think I could just do without sodas? Or you?
Well, but
you're-
that's knowing I'm
you
coming back
can't-
to.
You can't wait till you're getting it again.
But that I know they're waiting on
I don't think
me
you're gonna be able to
with
push that
open
out
arms.
of your head.
I'm just saying
Like the weight, the euphoria, euphoria, the urethra,
goodness.
the euphoria of being able to like know what that was like, of that sugar hitting your taste buds and giving you that jolt.
So really, this would you rather comes down to would I rather move to Splenda or garlic powder? That's basically.
I couldn't do Splenda. I've had enough stuff. Think about what's the Milo's tea that's got the Splenda in it instead of
It's
sugar?
drinkable though.
Oh, it's bad though.
I
when
agree.
you know what it tastes like,
I agree,
when
but
you
it's
know
drinkable.
what sugar tastes like.
Now, if I said you have to pick one of those with no substitute,
I'm doing the same. The substitute, another spice is not a substitute.
no, I'm saying that it is like
So I can have no spices.
everything is just
No
as
spices.
everything is just as it tastes,
Well, what
sweet or salty. There's no you cannot add a sweet flavor to anything, or you cannot add you can't add flavor to anything. One side or the other.
So
You're drinking unsweet tea or
and-
bland mashed
and
potatoes.
sugarless ice cream.
Yep.
And sugarless cookies.
Yep.
And sugarless
Anything, no sugar.
Reese's.
Yeah.
Dude, screw that.
So
Screw that. That's not a world I want to live in. I would kill myself if I couldn't have sugar.
sounds like a problem.
It is. I'm fine with it though.
But so you would just what does a potato taste like out of the dirt? That's what a potato tastes like.
Yeah, but I can put cheese on it.
not salted cheese, not with spiced.
That's fine.
No more pepper jack.
That's fine. Dude, no, pepper jack ain't even peppers. Pepper jack is
Those flakes. Those flakes.
pepper jack is crushed up peppers. That's a vegetable. So now I can't have
I
vegetables
think
too.
peppers are peppers. I don't know if they're vegetables.
They're a vegetable. They have seeds.
Might be one of those legumes or something.
They have seeds. I'm just saying. So I can put cheese on a potato. I can't put cheese on sugarless ice cream and make it taste good.
I don't know
I can
how,
put bacon bits. I can put bacon bits on a potato.
but it's no flavored. But it's just bacon. You better hope it tastes good.
That's fine. Dude, bacon is good.
Okay.
The worst bacon I've ever had is still better than any sugarless product I've ever eaten.
I'm giving up sugar, and then I can have all the other stuff we've been talking about.
Dude, you're thinking linear. Okay, you've still got dairy products. Sour cream. You can have sour cream on your potato.
Okay, but that's
I would put cheese, sour cream, bacon bits with no salt and pepper, fine, because it's still going to taste good as
maybe.
oh, bud, nah, it's still going to taste good.
Or
I
can just give up sweets.
dude, sweet tea, Mountain Dew, Pepsi.
I get all that. I get
ice cream.
I hear you.
Choco tacos.
I've never had one of those.
Flintstones push pops.
Frozen Snickers.
Frozen Snickers. Freaking any ice cream, any sweet, any dessert.
Tootsie Roll Pop.
Golly, dude, come on.
That'd be a
You gonna
lot
take that away
healthier.
from me? No, you ain't gonna take that away from me. Fighting tooth and nail, you going to?
You're serious. That's fine. I'm doing the opposite.
Oh my gosh. Come
I don't
on.
like sweets as much as
Come
you do.
on. Drinks though.
I can get used to just drinking water.
No, you can't. Do it.
Oh, that's the mailman.
Do it.
No, I don't.
Do
I don't
it.
have to do it.
Do it. Do it. I'll give up.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'll give up spices for a week if you give up anything sugary for a week, and we'll see who's fiending more. Because I'll just be like, "Hey,
You seem
Baumhauer's,
like you're made out of sugar, so
Baumhauer's,
you wouldn't make it.
Baumhauer's, bring me those crispy wings with that buffalo sauce on them, because that's still in play, bud. Buffalo sauce is still in play. Barbecue sauce is still in play.
That has a bunch of well, no, you can have sugar.
I can have
All
sugar.
the spices are gone. If you look on the back of those, it's half spice.
It's still in play.
You might as well put maple syrup on your.
I bet you it tastes damn good too.
I bet it would. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just saying.
I'm a savory guy.
That's fine. Be a savory guy. Be a savory guy until you're miserable. Because I'm eating all the sugar I want.
And you die in 5 years of diabetes.
That's fine. I still have food.
But you would slowly.
You're not saying all I can eat is sugar.
You would since you do get all the flavor with the sugar, you would slowly drift to where you're just hosing cookies for dinner.
No. Because,
Yeah, you would.
No, because I can do that now and I choose not to. I wouldn't slowly just start eating only sugar just because I can't have spices. Bud, a steak still tastes good.
Quit calling me Bud, first off.
Bud,
That's a derogatory
listen,
term.
Bud.
Pal is just as
Listen,
bad.
Bud.
All right, pal.
I can eat a steak and it still tastes good without salt and pepper.
Man, would you rather give up bread or sugar?
I guess bread.
You're addicted to sweets.
And
And
you're
that's
just
fine.
telling me.
That's
you're just
fine.
telling me.
Look,
you're
it's
just saying.
fine.
You're just saying. Would I rather have this one thing? This one thing.
Breading, no more fried anything.
Well, you can fry it without bread.
Okay, but no
Panko?
more breading.
I could panko something and fry it up in the air fryer.
You're gonna be panko
I can
and
crispin things
hamburger
up.
patties.
That's fine.
That's pretty dang good, I bet.
Yeah.
So there's not much you'd give up over sugar.
Sleep. I guess.
Oh, here. This is off the. Do we have time? Quick.
We're 12 minutes over right now.
Quick.
We're 12 minutes over an hour.
If I told you, and you have no special like abilities after this, you can only have 4 hours of sleep every night.
Mm-hmm.
but I give you $50,000 a year.
For just sleeping 4 hours?
You only get 4. And if you are asleep for 7, you're still only getting 4 hours worth of sleep. Not that you like have to wake up and stuff, but your body is only taking in 4 hours of sleep.
But just for that, I get $50,000.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah. That's pretty close to what I am now. So
I was about to say.
I'm not far.
I'd get a lot of stuff done too.
Hey, 5 hours a night versus
But your 4
a
hours
night.
had to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Well, you're making it ridiculous
I'm
now.
just trying to see what would turn you.
But I only had to. Well, I mean, from 10 a.m. to 2.
And it's not sufficient. Like, it's definitely the sleep deprivation is catching up on you.
Bro, you're just.
I'm always
you're
sleepy.
Just telling me my life.
I hear you. But the only time you can get that 4 hours, and you don't have to get it every night. Because if you've got something to do at noon, you're just not sleeping that day.
I could probably deal with that.
For 50?
Yeah, I could probably.
That's
deal with
not that much money. I mean,
I could still have a job.
Yeah.
Like that's The 10 to 2 does make it a little bit harder,
Oh, yeah.
but like I still feel like I could do that. I mean, I'm sleep deprived now.
Yeah.
That's just life.
How much money would it take for me to hit your thumb with a hammer right now?
As hard as you could.
I'm talking about coming from Mississippi with that swing.
A lot.
50 grand?
But that's gonna hurt so bad.
50? And we're talking like you're not getting this thumb back. Pretty much it would be like amputating your thumb.
For sure.
But you have to deal with the pain getting to the hospital.
Oof.
But I'm talking about I crush bones to powder with this swing.
That's a lot, man.
It's your left thumb.
I don't care which thumb it is. It's still,
Well, it definitely
dude, that's gonna
depends.
So
In the long run, it definitely depends on which thumb it is.
it's gonna hurt so bad.
Yeah, but for $50,000, if with my right hand I hit you, and then with the left hand I hand you
I don't
50.
deal well with like knowing that something's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
Like knowing that something,
and it's untaxed.
knowing that something's gonna hurt weighs so heavily in my head that it would be such a high number.
Yeah, 50, 50K,
It's gonna have to be
100K,
more than that.
100. What if it's your pinky? So it's not as important.
Which one it is doesn't bother me.
You're not looking long term though.
Which one it is doesn't bother me as much as how much it's going to hurt. Because, like, that's going to be a lot of pain.
Yeah.
A lot of pain. And, like,
What would it
recovery,
cost?
too.
What would it cost to pull a front tooth out?
Because when they
One of
cut
them
that off,
top
it's not just cutting it off and then, all right, cool. It's
And
like there's going to be a
rehab,
lot of pain and a lot of...
For me to rip out that right front big top tooth.
No anesthetics.
No.
Boy.
But it comes out clean.
That just, like, it hurts me to think about this right now.
I put baling twine around it and slam a door shut. And it comes out.
Dude, I literally I'm getting like I don't
Flustered.
feel good because I have the mental image of that happening.
You're getting uneasy.
Yeah.
What if you had to
That's episode 54,
54,
everybody.
54,
I can't
54.
do this anymore.
Thank you guys
That's going
for
to hurt me.
letting us into your minds and hearts and your places of work and your vehicles and your homes.
In your butts.
Yeah. See ya.